Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory. And apologies, I haven't been around in the last fixture. It's been a bit difficult to get stuff done because I'm missing a hard drive at the moment. Because, as I mentioned, it broke while I was away at Christmas and New Year. So yeah, I've had to sort of like, as you've guessed, I've had to sort of improvise with what I do, and also I was out all day. I was out all day Friday and all day Saturday, so I didn't have time to do anything for the Portsmouth game pre-game. I did watch it. I did watch the game, and I thought, well, being that I did do a preview, and I think I said after the reaction to Bournemouth, after Bournemouth, after Liverpool, that I probably wasn't going to do anything for it. That's why I just kept to my word and didn't record anything. But yeah, here we are again. Chelsea away, going to Stamford Bridge for the second time this season. Their fans seem excited about this game. They won their FA Cup tie 5-1, their first competitive game under their new head coach, Liam Rosenior. This will be a really big test for him. In terms of the Portsmouth game, started off worrying because we went 1-0 down quite early. You could probably say that Kepa could have done better in goal, but yeah, good performance in the end, particularly second half. Good to see Martinelli score his first professional hat-trick, which was really good. And we move on. We see who we get in tonight's. I'm recording this on the Monday. We see who we get in tonight's fourth round draw. Hopefully, it's not a Premier League team because the the more we can wing it, playing sort of like winnable playing teams that are beatable, then the better. But yeah, you saw like I know that there's been a few giant killings with like Wrexham knocking out Nottingham Forest and Macclesfield beating Palace and all that sort of stuff. Then you've also got Premier League clashes like last night between Brighton and Man United at Old Trafford, and Man United lost that. So yeah, but yeah, going back to this game, it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, the last time out in the Premier League, we drew 1-1 with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And in a situation like this, that's the kind of result you want over two legs, where you know in a couple of weeks, in a month's time or whenever, you've got a second leg at the Emirates. It's kind of like you don't want to lose that first leg, or if you do lose it, you don't want to lose it by more than 2 goals. I'd be interested to see, because I didn't really watch much of it. It was 1-0 to Chelsea when I was watching the game against Charlton, and I didn't really. They looked good, but then again, it's like they were against Charlton, who I think are in League One, if I remember correctly. No, they're in the Championship. They were in League One at one point. Yeah, they're in the Championship. So yeah, fair enough. And they had quite a young team playing, from what I saw. You know, they had people like Caicedo in there and players like that, but like they looked all right from the 15, 20 minutes I saw. They looked all right. But again, this will be a bit more of a test than Charlton Athletic at home, you know. Or Charlton, well, it's Charlton Athletic at the Valley, but yeah, it'll be more of a test, put it that way. I know this would probably be big for Liam Rosenior as well, because to come in his first few games and sort of like get the upper hand in a Carabao Cup semi-final would do a world of good for his confidence. But I know I was speaking to someone at my work on Friday, because I was in the office, and they're also an Arsenal fan, and they were saying, yeah, I couldn't give a toss about this cup and etc. And it's like, no, I totally disagree. I think this is the type of trophy we need to win, because if we do, it's like it first of all quashes the whole Arteta can't win a trophy, and it's sort of like, even though yes, it is a sort of Mickey Mouse Cup, it's like we've ended that 5-year trophy drought. So I think if we can get to this final, then great. I don't I don't know at this stage whether Arteta is going to go for. I saw something go past. Sorry, that's why I looked over my shoulder. I don't know whether Arteta is going to go madly strong for this game. I'm pretty sure Chelsea will. They won't have Moises Caicedo for this game though because he's been suspended. I think he got a yellow card in the last round in the quarterfinal, so he's suspended for this. But he'll be back in February for the second leg. But by then, who knows what's going to happen? Again, on paper, we should win this. We should win this tie overall. But you look back to last season when we played Newcastle in that semi-final for those two-legged semi-final, and we just didn't turn up. We were awful, particularly the second leg. The second leg at St James's Park, we just, it's like we couldn't be bothered. We were 2-0 down. It was like, oh well. After we conceded that first goal from Isak, it was like, oh well, may as well give up now. And I just hope that doesn't happen again. If we can get to the final, I think Newcastle, as they are now, are probably more beatable than City, as they are now. But I think even if we did get to the final and played City or Newcastle, I still actually think we'd give them a good game. Excuse me. So yeah, it's a big. I think it's a big game in the context of the sort of Mikel Arteta era, or a big tie, because it's obviously over 2 games. I don't think this is one that us Arsenal fans, and I know some of them will be out there. One of them I just mentioned will be looking at this as oh well, fuck it, who cares? Like I'm not bothered about this. But it's like, I think because of the fact that the final comes so early in the season, or so early before the end of the season when all the finals are, it's like if we do manage to win this game, it's a good sort of like confidence booster going into the rest of the season. And it might be something that if we do win this, if we manage to get past Chelsea and either City or Newcastle in the final, I think it will stand us in good stead for potentially going for the league. There's been a lot of fallout since the Liverpool game around the league. And I think something like this will kind of shut that up a little bit, quieten it down. Forest is also a really big game. And this is why I don't think Arteta will go madly strong, because he'll have one eye on Forest and he'll want to push forward to extend that cushion at the top of the table. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. I think ultimately, for me, I'm taking these 2 games against Chelsea just as seriously as the game against Forest and the game against Man United next week in the league. So yeah, hopefully we do it, because I don't really count it, the Community Shield. But since I've been doing Armchair Armory, I haven't done a final yet. I haven't done any content for a final yet. So that would be nice. Just that. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully we can do it. I think on paper we should, but who knows? I hope we perform. Anyway, I will be back again on Wednesday after the game. Until then, as always, take care and stay safe.
Remember to like and subscribe, and also follow Dan on social media. All the information is in the description below.